bad.
Yeah, let me.
Yeah, it's only like 10:08, man.
And I'm starting the YouTube channel. I'm getting it loaded up, so I could have used a couple extra seconds. No big deal. We're getting it going. And Brian, I think you're gonna get more camera time because we changed the angle back to where we need to. Speaking of, where are your headphones?
Being on there.
Where are your headphones?
I'm gonna get them. I forgot them again.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You've been back at your house. You intentionally did not bring your headphones.
I'll go get Nick's pair. Like I
was he mad? Was he mad that the other day? Was Nicky mad that you had his headphones?
No, I don't think so. He was like he actually said that he bought like 3 or 4 pairs for the whole studio for people to use. Which I don't know why, if he bought 3 or 4 different pairs, why he keeps the one with the duct tape on it.
I didn't know that's the one he used, but
that's the one he uses.
Steve Rummage in the building, Brian Hall in the booth.
Can you hear me? I can't hear myself, so I didn't know if y'all could hear me. So
turn my headphones up.
Yeah. I assume y'all got me. Can you turn me up a little bit there?
Indeed.
It's good to be back, man. It's good to be back in here with everybody, and kind of got to
reintroduce yourself to the people, Steve.
Man, listen, I'm sorry. I was back there having a conversation. It was very important because I was chatting with Perrin about shin splints because I've never had them. Got them last week. Yeah. Tried to break in a couple new pair of shoes. Doing 27,000 steps a day in Vegas in 115-degree heat was not a good idea. So now my left leg is hurting. So yeah,
under the Rick regime, I'm sure Perrin and those guys.
No, yeah, Perrin knew. I knew he would know what to do. That's why I was specifically was going.
Did he have a solution?
Yeah, he did.
Run harder.
No. Maybe
get on your toes more.
Maybe do a bike. Maybe a couple things like that. Just kind of switch it up.
Low impact.
Ice them up. Yeah, different things. So anyways, I got that. I'll be honest, man. I'm getting back into the routine of life a little bit, man. Just I've never been across time zones like that. So like it's taken a couple days to kind of get myself back rolling again. So I feel today like things well, and of course, just moving. Like I called you this morning because I'm like, man, okay, I got to take the baby back to Shepherdsville and then come. I'm like, dude, you got to get yourself. You gotta get your time right here. So it was 8:15. I'm like, bro, you gotta go. So I've kind of been doing that. Also, AirPods changed my life. Best for the people who wrote me on here, best purchase I've ever made. I really think they might be the best purchase I've ever made in my life. Like as an adult.
Yeah, just legitimate.
Yeah, it just
makes the quality of my life better.
Just amazing. Yeah, amazing. I'm actually, it's to the point where I'm like, if you don't get you a pair, I'm going to buy you a pair.
Like, speaking of buying.
Yeah.
I don't see my shot glass.
Yeah, I didn't get you anything from Vegas.
That was charity's responsibility anyway.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't get you a thing.
Yeah, dudes don't do that.
Yeah. Did get you a thing, man. It was a lot there. I did call Marcus. I asked him if there was any high-end vodkas that he wanted that maybe he didn't normally drink or whatever. Because there was a plenty of stores there. Even in Caesars that I could grab some. I was going to grab him something, but he said he was good. He just wanted a shot glass, and that was the last I ever thought about it. So let me see. I'm trying to clean my palate from last week. But yeah, AirPods, I'm telling you, clutch. The other thing is, you know how people tell you, oh yeah, no, out west, yeah, even though it says that, it's not as hot. You're insane.
Steve, dry heat is not as bad, Steve.
I will say this. I'm a big time sweater. And it was 115, 117 degrees. And I didn't sweat. That was weird. That took a little getting used to.
Because just the dryness.
Now, it is funny because as soon as you go out to the pool area, you start sweating. Because it's, I guess, the moisture around. But like, walking around during the day. But here's the thing. It's like people are like, I'm like, do you understand the breeze though is not refreshing?
It's hot air.
It's like you open up an oven and put your face in it. And you know what I'm saying? Set your oven to 115 degrees.
That's a good.
And then open it up and put your face in there. And it's like, that's what it feels like. It's insanely hot, but it was fun. It definitely flying opened my world up a lot, man. It was cool. But it's good to be home. It's good to be back, getting back on everything here, and coming back home to just some good news around the programs.
You get some decorating done yesterday?
I did. I hung up a lot of stuff. That worked.
Did you try it?
Yeah, worked perfect. And it was funny. You sent me, for people who don't know what we're talking about, I was looking up yesterday, methods to hanging pictures with 2 hooks, right? So I look up and I find this method, and it's you put a piece of tape. He just looks lost, don't he?
Yeah, I was
it's like, yeah, this is the studio.
He was in there looking all.
He was like, I'll pass.
Keep going.
So it's like you put a piece of tape on the back, and then you make a pin mark where the holes are. Then you get your level, put the tape up, and then you screw in through the holes and pull the tape off. Well, Marcus sends me that. I don't randomly.
You told me a couple of days ago, you said when you got back, you were going to do some decorating and hang some stuff up. So, I was just in the morning, I was scrolling and I was doing something, and I was like, Steve, you're gonna run into this issue. I was like, he might.
No, it was perfect. And it was funny because I had just probably an hour earlier looked that up. And you sent me that. I'm going to tell you, I did it last night. It works perfectly. It was awesome.
You're comfortable with it?
It changed my life. Yeah. It's been a big weekend. AirPods.
I opened up a TikTok account this weekend.
Shut up. Are you serious? Oh. Well, I mean, that's cool.
I'm going to TikTok scenes from the show.
What? Okay. I mean, I guess, do we have to dance?
No, it's not a prerequisite. TikTok has a lot of informative things as well, Steve. It's not just all dances.
Really?
Some of the dances I do enjoy.
I was gonna say, I don't know. Yeah.
The hacks are fun to see.
Okay.
The hacks. Yeah, they're life hacks. I can watch them for hours. Okay.
Yeah. I've got one. I deleted Snapchat, and
I'm gonna open that up tonight too,
because I just got the same friends on all these,
all the social media.
So I was like, the gram, Facebook, and Twitter. That's it. That's my 3. I was like, I'm not going one more.
You maxed out.
Yeah, I was like, that's my 3. That's what I'm rolling with. End of story.
Brian Hall in the booth. Brian, what's going on, my man?
It's all good. Nothing too much. Another busy weekend. Actually, I don't have any good stories to tell you all about fun activities that I did this weekend, because
I don't believe you.
Pretty much did about 10 stop-ins each day for Louisville dog walkers.
Any good food?
Actually, I mean, we did a Father's Day thing yesterday, so I did get off for those, and we did lunch with my dad, and we did a grill out with some pork tenderloin and some chicken, some mac and cheese, green beans, salad, all the good stuff.
Did a man cook it?
So none of the dads cooked. It was all it was me, my nephew, and the moms. We all cooked.
Fair enough.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had the thought there for a second. Then we went over to my girlfriend's house that night, where her mom cooked for some steak dinner. We had a steak dinner over there.
I was just gonna insert the joke. I didn't ask you about fathers. I asked you, did any men cook? And you said
me and a nephew, but no dads.
Okay, right. So I was like, okay, Brian.
No fathers.
Yeah, you're not a man, so
no fathers.
Fair enough. Oh, fair enough. Okay, so Steve, you did a little. You still haven't caught up in the NBA world yet. You still been kind of checked out.
A little bit. No. I've been keeping up with it. Of course, being there last week, I went over to the sports book and watched a few games, because or at least the fourth quarters, because they get wild over there. So yeah. No, I'm pretty caught up. Yeah. I don't know how much I care at this, because listen, here's where I'm a snob, and this is what I hate. You care to turn me up a little bit? These headphones suck. Sorry, I forgot mine today, so I got everything. That'll work. That's better. I can actually hear myself now. It's weird because like I'm a snob in the case of, it's like you always want to see like something fresh, but it's like I don't want to see too fresh at the same time. Like I want to see like you want to see Alabama against up and coming, team. Not I don't want to see two up and coming. So it's like,
no, that's exactly. I was gonna join you and say I need you to dethrone the king, not both of y'all get bounced. And
so I'm like the playoffs now are kind of like, I mean, I guess if I had to pick, I mean, maybe I don't know. I mean, maybe the Hawks.
I like
them.
Hell out of that.
Yeah,
game.
like I guess that's who I would. But like the rest of them, I'm like, if Kawhi,
I hate Ben Simmons.
Oh yeah.
I hate Ben. And I know somebody's gasping right now and just I hate the human that is Ben Simmons. I don't know him, and that's such a mean thing.
I was gonna say, now watch it. Now we know people that are really closely related.
I know. And I want to say the character. Put it that way. The character he displays. That's a better way to put it.
Okay.
The character that he displays to me on a television, I don't enjoy.
Okay, listen.
I was asked yesterday, like, what don't you enjoy about it? I said, okay, I put him in a category of the false superstar. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, look, I'm gonna go Kwame Brown. He's like the basketball version of the go along, get along gang. Like,
okay,
the Donovan Mitchell thing, like, you gave him that award because you thought he was on the path to greatness.
Sure.
He got that. He got that Rookie of the Year award over Donovan. He did not. He was not a rookie. And just on principle, he wasn't supposed to get it. You got hurt.
Right.
You didn't play. Like, that was your rookie year. So anyway, that was just my feelings. And I understand people say, oh, no, he was technically. Okay, that's fine, right? But I still think Donovan had a better year for having played as a rookie.
Right.
Okay, I felt like it was a long range political move that got him, Nike guy, Philly, we're going to get some money out of him,
Sure.
Like for the next 15 years, he's a superstar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Got the look, all that. I just think they were just doubling, tripling down on him. Got his overseas vibe to it, just all that stuff, Steve. And then, and here's the thing. Again, we've heard stories through the media, about, maybe he's not the best guy to get along with,
right.
The people around him have been left in his wake or whatever,
sure,
all that good stuff. So you got all that stuff, and I'm trying not to be harsh on him. And then when someone asked me about him, I said, he doesn't respect the game. Okay, Marcus, why are you saying he doesn't respect that? Because yesterday, that's when the phrase, he doesn't respect the game, it hit me. There's no way you can be a professional basketball player at his level and be called superstar as many times as you've been called a superstar.
Yeah.
And your improvement to your game is non-existent.
Mm-hmm.
Your body has gotten in a better physical look, not by a huge ton, but you look in good NBA shape.
Oh, sure.
Your game, if you can't, you could see Shaq, who sucked in free throws. Every year, you could see Shaq change his form.
Mm-hmm.
You knew he was trying. You could see everybody that was trying to get better, every player that was improving on something. You saw Kevin Durant trying to get stronger. You saw him working on this. You saw, like Ben Simmons is the exact same person now as he was at LSU.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, dude,
no, you're right.
You don't respect the game. You clock out. The moment the clock hits, you gone.
It's odd.
Yep,
yeah.
yep.
And that goes back to,
he might be a great person, Steve.
Yeah.
But to me, you don't respect the game of basketball. I think you're a competitor, but again, I think the moment that clock hits, you look up at that score. He's the guy that scares me. He's the professional basketball player that scares me about the survival of the game. And again, I know some parts is judgmental, but just the way he looks up at the score, then when the game ends, dap up, and I'm out.
Yeah. Like it's just, I'm playing basketball for a living. It's just what I do.
Yeah.
If I win, I win. If I don't, I don't.
Yeah, you clocked out. Like I said, take me as I am.
Yeah.
I can't shoot free throws. Either go get better players and go get more players so I can be a playmaker, or y'all figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, it makes you wonder if maybe for him, maybe it's. I'll be honest. I think he needs to. I'll judge him completely if, like, say he played with a LeBron. And what I mean by that is somebody who demanded, like go put him with KD, go put him with LeBron, go put him with somebody who demands
Steve, he took a kid to the post late. I want to see that. Hit that. I think you're wrong. He took that kid to the post late. He spun baseline. And I'm telling you, Steve, it wasn't nothing but air and opportunity between him and that basketball goal. I mean, he was under the basket, Steve. Like literally. Yeah. Somebody, if you're screenshot that, and this is like 3 minutes to go in the game, he was under the basket with the basketball. And you remember that little video we watched of Michael Jordan scoring on people, and a guy was narrating it like, his defense, and they had 1,000 clips of Michael Jordan like butchering Craig Elo and Mark Price, and what I'm saying, just like, look at the dudes that Jordan is butchering on a night in, night out. He had one of those guys on him.
Yeah,
and it's like, dude, if you're not dunking that basketball, like, get off my court. Get off my court.
Yeah, I mean, and Texter's right. I mean, he did play with Jimmy Butler. I mean, I'd listen to that. I'd listen to that against my argument.
Wait, Ben Simmons?
Yeah, played with Jimmy Butler last year. I mean, I'd listen to that if he's arguing me down on. So it's like, I don't know, man. But Philly kind of baffles me, man. We'll get to some Louisville stuff here in just a second because I do have some stuff I want to talk about there. But they just
I tried to like Philly too.
I know, but I feel like that they're like done. Like, yes, I feel like it was like, okay, that run had a shot.
Yes,
and it's over. Like now they're gonna have to just kind of break up and
the
figure
Nets
it back
lost
out.
To
I couldn't believe the Nets lost. I watched that game 7 almost the whole second half.
I missed on Trae Young big time.
He's good.
Yeah, I missed on him.
I like the Hawks. I don't really like them, but I mean,
they need another big man, of course.
But. Yeah, but I mean,
they were fun to watch.
I guess I could get down with like the Hawks and the Suns. I mean, it'd be something. I mean, at least if you're gonna go two newbies, man. Like let's watch a bunch of dudes. It's never, I really don't want Chris Paul to get a title. I don't really like Chris Paul.
I've wavered on him.
Yeah, I'm and I guess I'm there because I used to like him. I don't really like
I missed on him as well. Maybe I'm just not good at undersized point guards and guess I'm because speaking of, Carlik Jones is out here dominating.
How about Carlik Jones, man? Did you see he had the 5th highest vertical at the G League Combine?
Yes,
and
the running vertical.
He's pretty much guaranteed him spot. I'm sorry, guaranteed himself a spot
on a summer league. Yep.
So, and I think
they literally
run.
just said he was the best player on the court for his games.
I mean, I guess it's not crazy.
Say it again. Carlik Jones was the best player.
What about Coach Mack's response to it? Did you see that?
He said,
I would have rather they tell me he wasn't, but
that's what he meant. Okay, I just skimmed through it. I thought I knew he was doing a backhanded compliment.
He was like, great for Carlik.
Wait a minute. Go find that tweet right now, Steve or Brian. Like, find the Coach Mack tweet. Did you sleep back there?
No, I got something in my eye. Like right when you said something, I looked up and I was like, oh.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, like Is that what Coach Mack said? I'd rather.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great for Carleek.
Yeah.
Go get him, Carleek.
I know. It's like, man,
that was the most honest thing you could have got.
I could have had him back, and
I almost did.
Yeah, and I almost had him back because I do think there was more of a chance there than people realize with him. He said couple texts saying Carleek, and he tagged Carleek. So he's Carleek was the best player on the floor in the G League Combine. It would probably be easier if you told me he wasn't, but keep it up.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
That's awesome. But dude, I guess I still don't think he'll get drafted. I guess it's not out of the realm of possibility.
No, he won't. He won't.
No, I don't.
Nobody would ever waste a draft pick on somebody his age.
No. I don't think he will either. But I mean, of course, I'm just saying that. I mean, I wouldn't fall out of my chair. I mean, if his name popped up late in the second round.
Golly, that sucks that I said that out loud. I felt a disgusting acid reflux to say that out loud. And I was just like, for a second, I was just being a GM. And I would say, as a GM, I'm just like, listen, I would call him right now and say, hey, you have a spot on our team, and we're going to give you the best. But I just can't. I can't justify, 6'2", control of pace guard, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I mean, if he's out there playing that well, man, I mean, and again, like I said, I mean, you're talking about yesterday in one game, he had 19 in the first half, so I mean, he's doing his thing, man. So it's like good for him. I'm interested to see how Louisville fans, how the fan base kind of takes to him. Like because he's an odd case study.
Carleek?
Yeah. In the long run.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of overtook David as kind of like the face of the team. Because like coming into this year, I think we were all like, it's David's team. And David's going to get drafted, and David's doing a good job. And
he's moving. Yeah,
when he gets that combine, he's going to right up the thing. But I don't think it's crazy to say, like, as the year after, it didn't take long for the year to start before it was like, oh no, it's Carleek Jones in the band. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how the team was looked at,
though.
But you also didn't make the tournament. And
we're giving Carleek the Phillies, Sixers, Joel Embiid treatment.
I see, and I do think
it has nothing to do with you, Carleek.
Well, I do think the COVID stuff too. I think helped him because it's kind of like we're like, we blame that,
Yeah. No, you got a raw deal.
Yeah, like
no, he's Damian Trey, area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's above Trey.
But
to me, it's Damian and Carleek are 1A and 1.
Okay, I'm still putting them in that room together. Like those are guys that your money is good. Y'all came here and did what you had to do.
Yeah. That's what Texter says. Carleek could get the same love as Damian, but yeah, I could see that though. I could see that. Yeah, because
speaking of, congratulations, Damian Lee. Wife is expecting.
Yeah, he's
a winner.
Doing great.
He's a winner.
He's winning at life. And man, I'll tell you what, Damian Lee, he will randomly shoot a message this way, and he really like. It's almost like I like to pass along like how much he loves this place. Like,
right.
It's like, dude, he's out there in Cali. He's kind of hooked up with the Curry family now. So he's not necessarily as prominent here.
Yep.
But it's like he will still, every once in a while, my phone will light up. I look down. I'm like, how's everything going?
Checking on my
like
peeps at the crib.
Everything's going good in Louisville, blah, blah, blah. As soon as I get in town, I'm going to get in there with you.
Small things, but important.
It's like, and so I do think like fans, even though I think there were two different scenarios there.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
With him, because it was odd, but actually I think he might be more loved because of how things happened. So it was odd with that. But yeah, no, Carleek, man, I think fans are gonna ride for him, like, and let's get with him and let's root for him. And
okay, last one before the break. How are fans feeling about Jordan?
Listen,
Brian, the video is not good sound though, is it? You can't really understand Jordan enough to play the sound.
It's pretty good. I don't know. It's pretty good.
Do you have?
It's on the Bucks Twitter feed.
I think I'm pretty sure I sent it to myself, but
yeah, because it's funny because that's Texter says Steve not rooting for Milwaukee and Wara. I guess you're right.
Brian, can you grab the Jordan Wara sound?
I'm looking for it.
Okay,
yeah, it's on the Bucks Twitter feed. I think fans, and it's funny because I called you this week and I said, I feel like I did, but I was watching that video and I was like, man,
I want to hang out on that point till you hear him real quick.
Yeah.
If he can find it. But it was probably 2 days ago. So is it too far back for
and Texter? I saw the Louisville football Monty Montgomery video was posted, but I haven't watched it yet. I'm gonna catch it the break and maybe we'll have some sound from that because everybody keeps saying that was pretty awesome. But yeah, it was like,
I'm not gonna find it. Go ahead and make the point now.
Well, just the video of him kind of just talking with the player and they're chatting back and forth and they're talking about rookie of the year and he says, look, I didn't get it this year, but maybe I'll win it next year. And he's like, some players, he's like, some players have done that. And of course, now he's Donovan's guy.
The Jordan Wara sound is in the Dropbox, Brian.
Okay. There you go. Well, that's easy. But yeah, it's like, so he has a nice little nice thing there. And it was one of those things where when I saw it, it kind of took me back a little bit to Jordan. And I went back and started remembering some of the stuff he did here at U of L. And it's like, I don't know that he got the credit for being the superstar.
Phil Baker said it's in there. They used it yesterday.
They used it yesterday? Okay, so Sunday morning hangover.
Isn't it a shareable Dropbox that everybody uses?
Yeah, I would have no idea.
Okay.
But it kind of took me
Give
back.
me just a second.
And I was like, he was a superstar. Like, he wasn't just a good player. Like,
Steve, we do this way too often for me. Okay,
he should be on the $15 list.
Yeah, listen,
you know what I'm saying?
like listeners, and he's gonna listen. He's going to be. I see y'all rolling your eyes at me right now. I know you're tired of listening to me talk about Jordan Wara, but here's the thing: poor David Padgett was coaching a team that had a freshman Jordan Wara sitting on the bench.
Yeah.
Right. And Marcus Maben, like people, you hear the passion in my voice when I tell you David Padgett has an awesome roster. And then when David Padgett was on his way out the door and it's like, oh my God, it's going to be at least 4 years to get the talent for years. And I'm like, are y'all stupid? Have you not looked at Jordan Wara? Have y'all not looked at him? Go ahead, Brian.
Wake up this morning. It's just like, man, never been done so dirty in my life. No rookie of the year. It's okay. My guys here think I'm the rookie of the year. It's all good. Maybe I'll get it next year. Can they do that? Some people did that before. I'm hurt, so that'll be my excuse. But don't worry, I'll be back soon. I'm still bringing the juice. You feel me? Don't worry, the quad's getting better. The strain is going away soon. So I'm gonna be back, better than ever, and splashing threes. And I'm gonna get that Rookie of the Year award back.
Yeah. He's dead serious.
Yeah,
he's joking, but listen.
I've changed my mind. This show, I'm telling you right now.
No, rehash what we talked about. I mean,
listen, you're whether you want to be or not. I don't do this very often. We're Bucks. We're rooting for the Bucks. This show, we're rooting for I'm telling you right now.
Yes.
Middays with Marcus Maben just planted our flag. We're rooting for the Bucks.
Because I still think he got a shot at playing. Listen, I've been doubling and tripling down this whole playoffs. Like, he's coming next game. like, listen, he's literally sitting over there. People are laughing at me. I'm like, dude, this coach is gonna put him in the game. Right. I'm waiting on it. And again, when that final buzzer goes, that's when I'll believe Jordan Wara is not going to show up. And again, My confidence in Jordan is back when some idiots were ridiculing Rick Pitino and his Jordan Wara 3-star / 4-star from Buffalo, New York. So back then I was like, are y'all stupid? Do you watch anything? He has everything he needs to be a superstar. This is when Rick was bringing him in. And then I watched Padgett sit that kid on the bench. And I was like, Dave, I know you feel like you got, you have to do your loyalty thing to the seniors and all that good stuff. You got some players on that bench, man. You remember you were talking about him putting in
Sutton.
Dwayne Sutton? Yeah. And I'm like, put this kid in the game.
Yeah.
So then when people, Coach Mack doesn't have the talent in that, I'm like, he has Steven Enoch, Jordan Wara, Ryan McMahon, Dwayne Sutton, Darius Perry. He's gonna go get a grad. I'm like, are y'all Malik? Are y'all stupid? Are you guys stupid? Right? A couple months later, my team is number 1 in the country, Steve.
Yeah.
And Jordan no, it was the next year, Jordan, but they were still killing that year. But you get my point. I mean, the junior year, Jordan Wara was bored.
Mm-hmm.
He was so good.
He was a superstar,
man.
So
good.
I mean, the plays he would make and the things he would do.
Elite.
Like,
you get to the league when you can do something elite. He has a Alvin Sims body and shoots like Brian Kaiser or something. Like, dude, he's a freak.
That's perfect.
Right? like he's a freak.
Yeah. He was, man.
We were gonna make the Final Four with that team.
I know. That's why I'm not gonna let that narrative. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, no, that was a Final Four team.
And we were gonna lose to Florida State.
I'm okay with that. Were we? I don't know.
We were gonna lose to Florida State.
We almost got them at their place.
Golly.
All right,
but
Bucks. Go Bucks.
We didn't have to play them until Elite 8 at the earliest.
Let's get on one of Phil's Bangladesh sites
and
let's get Bucks geared today.
I'm wearing Pops War got me a Nigerian national team
That's
jersey.
right.
I'm wearing my
I'm
wearing my Nigerian national team jersey in honor of Jordan War.
Bring me one.
But look, now you can wear it.
I know. Yeah. It's like, bring me one.
Quick commercial break. Middays with Marcus Maven on 93.9 The Ville.
Prescription products require an online consultation. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information.
My husband's ED was affecting our marriage. When he first started experiencing ED, it was difficult for both of us. We didn't know who to talk to about it or where to get help. HIMS was our answer. HIMS connected my husband with a licensed provider online. He was able to get medication to treat his ED at a fraction of the price people pay for the name brand. It was delivered to our door, and guess what? Our sex life is back. It works.
Right now, get your first online provider's visit totally free when you go to forhims.com/love. Yep, free. No copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. Just the care you need.
Thanks to HIMS, we got our sex life and our marriage back.
To start your free online visit, go to this exclusive address, forhims.com/love. That's forhims.com/love for your free online visit. forhims.com/LOVE.
Hey, Card Nation, let's be honest. The real estate market in Kentucky is booming. And whether you want to buy or sell a home, now is the perfect time to do it. With interest rates at an all-time low and programs that can get you in a home for no money down. Want to learn more? It's simple. Just call Derek A. Stewart with Dream JP Pirtle. Derek is available virtually around the clock to listen, understand, and help you with all your realtor needs. So don't waste another second. Call Derek A. Stewart at 502-314-9868 today.
Here's what you missed on the Diener Show. Go back to what Satterfield said last week, where he said, yes, 12 teams are in it, but 12 teams can't really win it. Yes, we will definitely be more inclusive in terms of who's in, but still highly doubtful that anything other than a blue blood is going to win it, which is fine. Yeah. But at least it now, at least you get to find out.
Weekday morning, 7 to 10 on 93.9 The Ville, ESPN 680 and 105.7.
Commonwealth Credit Union is proud to be the exclusive volunteer partner for the 2021 Barbasol Championship, but we need your help. If you want an up-close experience on the PGA Tour, register to become a volunteer today. Volunteers are not only integral to the success of the event, but they have helped raise over $250,000 for the tournament charity Caddy 127. Registration for the 2021 Barbasol Championship Volunteer Program is now open. Visit ccuky.org/volunteer for more information today. Commonwealth Credit Union. Here, we see you differently.
At Kroger, we know there's never a good time to run out of fresh. Luckily, our delivery and free pickup make it easy to grab what you need. So whether it's a few extra buns for the backyard barbecue or some miscellaneous munchies for movie night, we make it easy to get back to being you. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Free pickup on orders of $35 or more. Restrictions may apply.
And right now, you'll find more ways to save when you buy 6 or more participating sale items. You'll save 50 cents each with card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Focus has expanded its roster of flavors with 4 new big hitters. Crisp apple, mixed berry, cherry cola, and root beer add to Focus's already impressive roster of flavors.
Focus has been our go-to drink for years when it's time for a pick-me-up around the office.
Focus is a naturally energizing caffeinated sparkling water, so it's free of any of the bad stuff you find in sodas and energy drinks.
Go to drinkfocus.com to find the full lineup of flavors and get them delivered right to your door.
Focus, PHOCUS. Try it today.
Make your life better with a new job at UPS. Join Team Louisville as a warehouse worker and be part of an industry-leading organization that believes in promoting from within. Earn $14.50 plus up to $425 in weekly bonuses depending on shift. And you might even be eligible for a program that helps you graduate college debt-free. Enjoy an active job with big-time growth opportunities at UPS. Search and apply now at upsjobs.com/Louisville. That's upsjobs.com/Louisville.
We opened our first location in 1995. Cox is more a convenience-driven brand, where Evergreen is more of a shopping experience.
The bourbon world has really kind of exploded over the last 5 to 10 years.
We are always bringing in new barrel picks that were hand-selected by our team.
My favorite part is the people.
Satisfying what their needs is our top priority. Cox's and Evergreen Liquors are Louisville's neighborhood liquor store. Visit our website, coxslouisville.com.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio. Hi.
Is the station. We were just going over the video recently released by the men's basketball department. Steve, what did you take away from it?
Well, Monty Montgomery is a beast. We'll throw that out there. Something we already knew.
We already knew that.
But of course, again, I always look at it and I see these times, right? And I'm like, man, this is what they do in a day, man. Also, Cycle Bar. I might have to hit that up. I think it looked like it was over by me.
Yep.
I mean, no, like I'm like, there's haha jokes about beautiful women.
Yeah.
But I legitimately like, I need to do that. I get because I'm obviously
you just talked about the shin splints.
Well, training, yeah, my shin splints it's been hurting, and my the road to Chris Mack Fantasy Camp starts today. So, I mean, I'm already in pretty good shape, but like I'm gonna get in playing shape. Yeah. So that's gonna happen today. But yeah, man, just this staff, man, listen. And I think if all goes well, I'm pretty sure we will be having Court Dennison on tomorrow to chat up some stuff. So go ahead and let people.
I'm gonna ask him everything.
Be excited.
I'm
about
asking
that.
everything behind the scenes.
Yeah. So we'll be doing that.
Give us all the dirt tomorrow.
No, absolutely. I want every bit of it. Tell me who you're recruiting right now.
Right.
When's your last? Who was the last recruit you talked to, and how did they feel? But
where do they live?
Yeah. Give us the address.
What
of the
do
top
they
recruit.
like?
Yeah. I will sponsor. I'll sponsor a player. Name and likeness, which we'll get to in the second hour. There's some news coming out with the NCAA stuff right now. We'll get to in the second hour. It might pertain to Louisville, so we'll chat with that. But yeah, man. I mean, just I had some chats over the weekend. The football coaches are.
They're bullish.
They're confident.
They're bullish.
They're confident with what they have over there. And I think the fan base is kind of getting behind that.
Through your chats, is there a particular surprise that they're bullish on?
As far as one player?
No, they a room, a position room that they thought they might be in trouble, but maybe
Well, I think a unit.
That's what I mean.
Defensively, yeah. Okay. I think I guess I said unit, but I mean I guess the entire defensive thing is the vibe coming out of Floyd Street is I think they're really, and I know this isn't breaking news. I mean, because Coach Satterfield said it, but just kind of hearing people say it straight up, like they're like, no, dude.
Yeah, he might not be BSing.
This defense looks legit. Like, so, and I think Coach Satterfield's confident he can score points.
Yeah, like just give me,
he's an offensive guy.
Yeah.
I was reading on the boards, on the message boards yesterday, too, where they were talking about some of this stuff, and they were talking about the wide receiver room might be the only room that there's a little question. But I think it's more question because, and it's fair.
Yeah. Can you catch the ball in big high intensity moments?
Like Jordan Watkins will be very, very good. I think Shai Wertz will be able to step in and play. I think, Justin Marshall can step up. I think there's a lot of Braden Smith, but there's a lot of I thinks in there. Yep. Like I know Jalen Mitchell can run the football. I know Hassan Hall seems to be the name that keeps popping up as far as like, watch out for him.
Are you scared to buy that?
A little bit, but they say that it's a different beast this year.
It should hurt Hassan Hall's feelings that he watched Javian Hawkins jump in here and jump out of here.
Well, and jump over him because going into that Notre Dame game,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we were that year. I mean, we were like,
Hassan
Hall and Javian Hawkins. It took one drive for us to go, we have Javian Hawkins and Hassan Hall. Like, I mean, it was one drive in that game. You were like, yep, that's the guy. I mean, immediately.
And to see him get out here and get in the league.
Yeah, I mean, he's playing for the Falcons. I mean, he's an Atlanta Falcon now. Like, I mean, and so I think Hassan Hall probably buckled down. And I mean, even Trevion Cooley, who's a 4-star running back, they were putting out the best running back duos, and he retweeted it. It was like Sports Illustrated or something, and Cooley put Hassan Hall and Hassan Hall and Jalen Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? Like, for a 4-star guy to do that, that means
he's acknowledging.
He's acknowledged. I come in here.
Yeah, I got to get better.
And I guarantee Trevion Cooley came in thinking, I'm going to play. And which I do think he will play. I don't think he'll be a redshirt guy. But I think he's acknowledging, like, dude, I'm in the room with these dudes every day. These two right here are beast. And if you're Trevion Cooley, why would I not root for that? Hey, go out. For the love of God.
Go dominate.
Go good. And go.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Like, yeah. So I can wait my year. Football players are patient. They're much more patient than basketball players because I think you come in.
You mandatory, you're going to be here at least.
3 years.
3
seasons. Basketball, you're like, 1 year and I can be good any year and go. So
quarterbacks are the only ones that don't really necessarily have to be patient. I mean, they have to be patient, but
that's like the Luke McCaffrey thing. Like with it, I don't think it got as much attention as a quarterback. Yeah, of course. He came in, he thought he was going to start. I'm McCaffrey. I come from Nebraska. I'm going to Louisville. I'm starting. And then you got here and you realize, oh, maybe not. And I'm not going to say that guy's better than me. You know, that's probably the case. But I'm not going to say he's better than me. So
a Louisville guy.
Yeah, it's on y'all. Now, here's the thing. Watch where he went. I'm going where I know I start.
Yeah, like we've already made the agreement.
Because I can't go to a second place and not start. But if you go to Rice, you start. And probably be pretty good, I would imagine. And then take your shot, bouncing somewhere else after a couple years there. You know? Like, I mean, that's the game plan.
Should have went to Army or Georgia Tech or something.
Yeah.
Air Force.
Yeah.
Can't go
to Georgia Tech.
Yeah, right.
I say that's not the deal.
Yeah, no, we don't do that anymore.
But the football team, man, is like I said, man, they're bullish over there with it. And I'm excited because, I mean, and then these videos and stuff like this, like a day in the life of Monty Montgomery. Like that's amazing, man.
It's a recruiter's dream.
Yeah.
A recruit's dream. I mean, I know people have stuff, but there was only one scene out of that whole thing that I didn't like.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the one where, you know, like the drainage area over in the stadium. If cameraman leave that drainage part out of the thing. Other than that, the facilities looked immaculate. The stadium facilities throughout the whole video of Monty Montgomery looked immaculate.
Yeah,
the lighting, the cafeterias, all the stuff. The background was covered perfectly.
Oh yeah,
gotta get that. What do you call them? Retention ponds or whatever.
Oh yeah,
looks kind of like just keep that spot.
But it's awesome, man. You see a day and what these players do, and you see, you know,
you always get sentimental when you see those.
Yeah, and you see competition. Like, I mean, it says, look, we got meetings, now we got team competition. Now we got, you know, like every day, man.
He walks to the stadium every day and he feels like he says that gives me an advantage.
Yeah, he said, I walk. I don't ride the scooter. I walk every day. I feel like it gives me a mental advantage every day.
You walk to the stadium.
That's a decent little walk, too. Because they football be right in here.
Right.
So you imagine walking from here to the stadium.
Yeah, that nice little walk. Okay. You get that walk. Then you jump in the breakfast. You hitting weight room. You gotta weigh in.
Weigh-ins.
You gotta weigh in at the door.
Yeah.
What you have to weigh
what was
in
your weight yesterday? What's your weight today? Because by your weight is what you lift. So you get a sheet that gets printed off. You gain weight, you got more to lift.
I thought they did but more by their individual strength though.
Well, they do, but I mean, but you're going to, if you're putting on pounds, like your numbers got to go up. Because I mean, that means for guys in this shape, that's not necessarily a bad thing.
And he has 400 sitting right on his little list, and he's like, oh.
Yeah.
So then he just gets in there. They got the energy going, music's cranked.
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yep. Look, his food bowl that he eats from.
Yeah.
It's like, they're just putting on pounds and weight and food.
It's nothing like it. It's nothing like the sport of football. Man.
And all he's talking about is whenever he's leaving, we got to eat.
Yeah.
We got to eat. I have to eat. And
gotta replenish.
Right. Look,
think about it. His day. Get up, work out, lunch, snack, go home, hour and a half of
sleep,
player meeting, team competition, dinner, cycle bar, snack, bed. And cycle bar was his own thing.
Yeah, right. I need to one up. I need to get better.
Yeah. That's my linebacker.
Is that go ahead and play us out? Okay, breaking news. Tease it.
Yeah, little bit of NCAA news this morning with the court ruling.
time to make the move because this offer makes everything more affordable. An $8,000 tennis bracelet for just $134 a month. A $6,000 diamond pendant, just $100 a month. An opportunity like this doesn't come around often, so don't miss this. Genesis will even be open this Sunday for your convenience. 5 years, 0 interest financing with nothing down. Now through June 30th, only at Genesis Diamonds, Shelbyville Road Plaza, on approved credit.
An official broadcast partner of the University of Louisville, WLCL Sellersburg is 93.9 The Ville. Time now for an ESPN Louisville Sports Center update.
Good morning, I'm Brian Hall. The Sports Center update brought to you by Wing Zone. Try the ESPN Louisville special, 10 boneless wings, wedges, and a drink for $9.39. The NBA playoffs continue to roll along, and ESPN Louisville is once again your home for the NBA playoffs as well as the NBA Finals. And in Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals, former Kentucky star Devin Booker led the Phoenix Suns to a 120-114 win. And he had a triple-double with 40 points, 13 rebounds, and 11 assists. Also in action yesterday, the Atlanta Hawks pulled off a 103-96 win over the Philadelphia 76ers in Game 7 of the Eastern Conference semifinals to advance to the Eastern Conference Finals. The Hawks are set to take on the Bucks, with Game 1 being on Wednesday at 8:30. Moving on to Major League Baseball news, the Cincinnati Reds lost to the San Diego Padres yesterday 3-2, completing the sweep for the Padres in the 4-game series. The Reds were led by shortstop Kyle Farmer, who went 2 for 3. They'll look to rebound tomorrow when they kick off a 3-game series with the Minnesota Twins, starting at 7:40 tomorrow night on ESPN 680. The Louisville Bats were also in action over the weekend as they lost 7-4 to Omaha, completing their series with them, winning 2 out of the 6 games. They'll look to rebound against the Indians when they kick off a 6-game series tomorrow at 7 o'clock at Louisville Slugger Field. Moving on to soccer news, Louisville City FC pulled off their 3rd win in a row when they pulled off a 3-2 win against Tulsa on Saturday. They had 3 goals in the first 10 minutes, including this one.
Jonathan Gomez ahead of steam into the area, left-footed shot. It is a goal! Jonathan Gomez with a haymaker of a shot, blasting it past Sean Lewis. I don't think he even saw it. And it's 2-0 Louisville City in just the 7th minute as Jonathan Gomez scores his first goal of the season.
Look to keep their win streak going on Saturday when they have a game against Indy 11. Our coverage will begin at 7:15 on ESPN 680. Racing UFC was also in action this weekend as they snapped their losing streak as they pulled off a 1-0 win against the Houston Dash. And they'll look to keep their wins going on Wednesday when they take on the Courage. Moving on to football news, the Indiana Hoosiers picked up a pair of recruits in the 2022 class over the weekend, including the number 22 ranked cornerback Travell Mullen and the number 99 ranked linebacker Isaiah Jones. And last but certainly not least, the KHS AA State Championship for baseball was held this weekend. And 2 University of Louisville baseball commits helped the Trinity Shamrocks pull off their first state title in school history. It was Kentucky Mr. Baseball Dalen Lyle and Trinity Junior Corbin Dixon. Dixon, who is a 2022 commit for the Cards, went 3 for 4 with 4 RBIs and 2 runs scored as the Shamrocks thumped McCracken County 10-0 in the Kentucky State Baseball Tournament Championship at Legends Park in Lexington. Keep it locked here. Middays with Marcus Maben is next. This is SportsCenter.
Summertime is wing time, and Wing Zone has you covered. Wing Zone has 17 amazing flavors to choose from, including our new hot garlic and Louisiana lemon pepper. Don't forget to try our new colossal chicken sandwich. Have Wing Zone delivered to your pool party or pick up at any of our 2 Louisville locations. Wingzone.com. You got it.
Hey everyone, I'm Brandon Lang. When Matthew McConaughey plays you in a movie, as he did me in 2005's 2 for the Money, you have to maintain a certain image. That's hard to do when you're going bald. I needed to do something, and it needed to be done fast. Parsley Waldman's Hair Center came to the rescue. Louisville and the Midwest Premier Hair Treatment Center not only gave me my hair back, but my self-confidence as well. Go to hairsurgery.com and find out how you can start your journey back to a full head of hair today. I can tell you firsthand, from the minute you walk in the door to the time you leave, you are treated as if you were in a 5-star hotel. And now that it's been a year since my surgery, I look back at pictures from a couple years ago. I don't even look like the same person. The procedure was an amazing success, and it has totally reframed my face. Go to hairsurgery.com and find out not only how affordable it is, but how you can get your hair back today. Visit hairsurgery.com. That's hairsurgery.com. And tell them Brandon Lang sent you.
Hey guys, it's Andy Sweeney here. When it was time to expand our offices and studios at ESPN Louisville, guys, the choice was easy. Round Construction. Find them online today, roundconstruction.com. They're family owned and have been serving the Louisville area now for 60 years. Owners Rich Banks and Bill Receiver could not have been easier to work with. Their knowledge, professionalism, and attention to detail were absolutely top-notch. Bottom line, Round Construction did everything they said they would do and more. Round Construction specializes in commercial general contracting. You've probably seen their work at 4th Street Live, as well as many healthcare facilities around the area. For their full portfolio, visit roundconstruction.com. We trusted Round Construction for our expansion, and you should too. For your next project, use Round Construction. Online at roundconstruction.com or give them a call, 581-9191.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
And 6'8", 6222, or look them up online at dfhcompany.com.
Also, a few things to remind you. We have a lot going on in the summertime, man. Some slow down, and we take it up a notch. So Louisville City is on ESPN Louisville. ESPN Louisville is your radio home for Louisville City FC. The boys in purple are back in action Saturday as they take on Indy 11 here in Louisville at 7:15. That'll be on ESPN 680, 105.7, and 93.9 The Ville, and the ESPN Louisville app. And don't forget to catch Soccer City on Thursdays from 6 to 7 on ESPN 680. And as well, want to let you know, CarMax is hiring experienced auto technicians nationwide. Work with cars you love. Join CarMax. Apply today. CarMaxAutotech.com.
So, breaking news. People are waiting on you to, they're waiting patiently on the edge of their seats.
Dude, our text line is blowing up with, Brian, what did you give Kentucky too much love in the Sports Center? I don't know. I didn't
mention one Kentucky thing.
Dude, they're saying, stop saying Devin Booker, UK star. He just played. He's just a player at UK. It's past time to stop giving the University of Louisville station pro UK news on the Sports Center.
Literally, Devin Booker was the only Kentucky thing I said on there.
Hey, man.
Something about your tone.
Former Kentucky Wildcat star Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
Was he a star at Kentucky?
Well,
that's
but
a legit
when I introduced the
text.
Utah Jazz, I say former Louisville star Donovan Mitchell and the Utah Jazz.
I mean, Donovan started. He was pretty good.
Yeah, I think
Devin Booker had a triple-double last night. I mean,
was he a star at UK?
He was a star at UK.
Oh, wow.
How many did he average at UK?
I'll look up his stats.
Please.
About 10, probably.
I can't not call him a star. And well, I averaged 10 as a freshman, so I don't want to discredit myself. I got to see how much he averaged first.
10 points, 2 rebounds, 1.1 assist, and 41% from 3.
Yeah, I did that as a freshman. So.
In 19 minutes a game.
Yeah, I played a lot more than that, so he sucks.
Well, the people are not very happy. People are not happy.
Okay, speaking of people not happy, NCAA may not be happy today.
I know.
I'm listening.
Listen, some rulings come out today.
Ooh.
Yeah. This is kind of big news for
everybody.
Well, for college sports in general. When rulings come out today, let me find here just so I can find the exact motive. But motive, what did I say that for? That's Freudian. Basically, the ruling comes out today with the name, image, likeness, the different stuff. It's the NCAA versus Alston, ALSTON.
Mm-hmm.
Is a blow to the association's definition of amateurism.
Mm-hmm.
Per Dan Murphy, ESPN. Justice Kavanaugh says in his concerning opinion, the NCAA is not above the law. Now, this comes from another quote in here. It says, and here's the quote that could ultimately upend the NCAA model. Quote, the NCAA coaches its arguments. Couches. God bless. What's wrong with me today? For not paying student athletes in innocuous. I'm done. I can't read.
Innocuous labels.
Why did you read this the whole time?
But the labels cannot disguise the reality. The NCAA's business model would be flatly illegal in almost any other industry in America.
Yeah.
We've known that.
Yeah.
But having it inside a legal, like I said, this can has been kicked down the road far too long.
Yeah.
The angles of the money are being exposed.
Right.
And again, I'm not going to do the repeating thing. Everybody pretty much knows where I stand on these things. Here's what I want people to know. I don't despise the NCAA. I know it feels like it sometimes. I don't despise the NCAA. Okay. It's like I kind of make the comparison to my feelings on justice reform. I don't despise the legal system, but I do when it's being abused and when it needs reform. I say, okay, we need police reform here. It's not, we need justice reform here. These are the spots. I think some people get in positions and they abuse that, they abuse the situation, and the people that are comfortable in places where they can get away with abusing, they don't let up, So which to me, this is where the NCAA is. And they're in that area where accountability is going to have to start taking a front seat, because money's involved a lot different now.
Yeah.
The game is changing, okay. What you forced during COVID is streamlining.
Yeah.
You're not above the law, and you're not above efficiency streamlining.
Yeah.
I'll add this too. When I talk about things, I know y'all, I know a lot of you want to blanket, oh, the NCAA is going to break up. Then what are we going to do? Like, you want to jump straight to anarchy and pandemonium, and it's never going to be the same again. Like, you've been trained to jump straight to anarchy.
Oh, absolutely.
But when I tell you there are models in place already everywhere on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
When I talk to a foreign kid, okay, I'm in France, right? Talking to my little girlfriend, a French girl. She's like, you want to go see Harom? She's talking like that, right?
Right.
And this dude's my teammate, right?
Right.
And I say, where does he work or something? You know what I'm saying? She said, no, he's at college, right? I said, I thought you said he was 16.
Right.
Right. She said, oh, la. It's different. Here, college is like eighth, ninth grade, college starts there.
Sure.
So the definition of, so a teammate of mine who was 16, 17 years old was in college, right?
Yeah.
So our club team is connected to the school, which is the college. Just get your mind comfortable to, let's just say, it might hurt high schools.
Yeah.
Like these new rulings and taking away amateurism. What if 15, 16-year-olds got to go to Louisville?
Yeah.
And start training. You know what I'm saying? And then we watch those competitions. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Like, okay, you're sick. Okay, let's say Louisville turns into a 6-year school instead of a 4-year school. Or all the colleges.
Right.
So now you have younger guys in the program. It goes back to having like a JV and a varsity. You know what I'm saying? And then you can go to the league. That's their system. That's the European system. You like I said, if you're an athlete, you would be done in high school as a sophomore. If you're good, you can be in college on a JV team at 16 years old. Would you not? You know how many parents you'd love to send your kid, your talented kid, get a stipend, be at Louisville dormitory schooling. They go school is 3-4 hours for them.
Sure.
Yeah. But you get my point. This is not there is already, again, there's something in place that this works already.
Oh, no, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that.
Yeah, I'm just saying you got to open up your mind a little bit to, there are systems. It's not going to be anarchy with, just highest bidder players just going to businesses and, a bunch of car dealerships with incentive laden contracts at the university. Yeah, it's not going to be like that. You know what I'm saying? So when I say break away from the NCAA, you're still going to have fundamental systems in place, but but the abuse is what says, okay, we have to step back and reform this thing.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And that's where I think we're headed, is not so much. I don't know that there will be a breakaway ever. I mean, of course, I would like it, but I mean, I think that,
and again, you would admit that our breakaway conversation. I'm losing you on what?
Who knows?
Our breakaway conversation starts with the abuse of the of the rulings.
Yeah.
The heavy the joke that they're going to punish this school because they're mad at Kentucky.
Yeah.
Those jokes are not allowed to be jokes anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
you're heavy-handed. The kid who sold his books back and they, and they lost, years of eligibility, and this other guy got to pay back his money. Those can't be jokes anymore.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that.
So that's where our breakaway started. We were more like a rule breakaway. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Because you're mismanaging.
But I do think it's going to force is what rulings like today, because I saw somebody tweet and it was kind of like joking, but they were serious. They were like, right now, the Supreme Court is about as diverse as it's ever been politically. As far as we know, Donald Trump put in 3 of those guys who are men and women who have vastly different points of views than 2 or 3 of the other ones. And then you have a couple, you got one that's kind of, so it's different. And they all were like, it unanimously agreed. It was like all the way down. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, because you wouldn't put your legal reputation on trying to defend the undefendable.
Yeah, right. And I think that's where you're kind of forcing reform here. You're kind of giving the schools, if you allow me to say, bullets in the chamber a little bit to say, hey, now this is our fight back here. And it does make sense now as to why the NCAA over the weekend, I believe it was over the weekend, came out with the rule like, okay, hey, July 1st, y'all can start the name, image, likeness.
And then they tried to put it on the legal system.
Yeah.
Like, y'all got to give us something before it comes out.
Right. But locally, to me, it's definitely another feather in the FBI case schools. and I'm not just saying Louisville, all of them, that I think take another feather in the cap and say, and the reason I like to use Louisville, though, is, I think in other cases okay, if you have blatant on the phone, this is what I'm doing. But Louisville, I do think.
Keep in mind, this is also an amateurism case when you say Adidas with the University of Louisville and its agreement and things like that. So
there's been a lot of rulings over the last little bit that even Bowen's case getting thrown out, all the stuff is over the last little bit that have played in the favor of Louisville and does for the first time make me go, there might really
be
a chance that nobody gets in trouble.
So you say mulligan on it all?
Yeah, there's a legit chance, even if it's not the majority. I don't know. We'll see how they kind of feel about that, though. But it's going to be awful tough to turn right around and punish these schools for.
Especially financially,
Can you imagine Louisville sitting out of a tournament while paying their players now? For paying their players, quote unquote, that you don't necessarily have hard evidence in. Because the Kenny Johnson Bank thing didn't match up, the stuff okay, you've got the Jordan Fair, you don't have video of that. You've got the
you got that Dino Gaudio. That'll do it. The Dino Gaudio
has nothing to do with anything. You have the the guy who was involved in it saying, yeah, those coaches were uncomfortable. There's, you know what I'm saying? So I think, and the IRP is going to redo when they do a case, they're redoing it. So they're going to take all that into account.
When you go visit the IRP, do you even bring up the overt, the heavy-handed nature of do you bring up Katina Powell's history since after the case?
I would think.
You say, look at the charge we got.
Well, because I do think Louisville's playing the long game with that banner.
Yeah.
I'll be blown away if that banner's not back up.
Do you bring back you do realize Luke Hancock won his, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the evidence, quote unquote evidence, was a gist of it comment.
Yeah.
That was their evidence to say we're gonna believe everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
From a kid who didn't go to school and was pressured of losing eligibility.
Yeah.
So you basically got a coaxed confession, not even a confession, a coaxed admission and her ledger.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you clean them out.
Right.
Yeah. And hey, y'all, before you go even open this dossier, you look at what we were on. Look at,
I know.
Yeah. Look at why we were on probation.
Yeah. And and this thing, dude, like I said, you may not feel impact tomorrow, but this is a big deal. Dude, this ruling, man, is a big deal. The structure is changing in the NCAA. The NCAA will not look the same in 5 years. It will be a completely different model. 5 to 10 years, Three probably. But
five is better.
Well, yeah, I don't think everything's going to change tomorrow.
Yeah,
even with the name, image, likeness,
and they're going to hang on for dear life. For every last little thing.
But I do think it's not going to be the best look for them to go around and say, okay, well, the Supreme Court ruled against us. They're out there saying that what we're doing is not even legal, and they said y'all were victims, and we're going to punish you anyway. It's going to be a bad look. If you think Louisville's going to roll over and not go to the Supreme Court,
unless the IRP is saying no, you can go to no outer.
Sure.
I would still go anyway.
I would still try.
Yeah, I signed this in good faith.
Yeah,
I signed this contract in good faith.
Yeah,
well, I think we need it.
I think you fight that one to the death, man. Nah, man, we're gonna push this. We got to sit out of a tournament in 10 years, and so be it. But we're gonna push this thing on and on and on and on until it's done. So, you feel a little bit better today, I think.
5 years,
man, it's going to be a whole different league, man. Well, for one, you're not going to have one and dones anymore. I think that's going to be gone here real soon. So that's going to change.
Okay, now, one and done, forcing your top athletes
forcing
to come to college.
Kids to go to college. I don't think that's going to be a thing after 2023. Adam Silver's pretty much said it's not going to be a thing. I mean, he said like, yeah, we did this. This isn't really beneficial to Louisville or to Louisville. It's not beneficial to Louisville. Actually,
it has not been beneficial to Louisville.
But ironically, before the one and done rule, Pitino was probably the guy that got hit the hardest by guys committing and going pro. Telfair, Amir Johnson, Dante Smith, like James Lang. The list goes on of top 5 type players he had that went to the pros. And then the one and done comes and we're like, oh yeah, now we get all those guys. And then it doesn't happen that way. But I think that's going to be gone. Now you're going to have this next roll of guys.
So are universities going to turn into sports academies?
Kinda. You know what I hate to say out loud? I don't even know if I should say it out loud because I know people listen, but and let me give my university a chance. Let me see what they're willing to do. Man, I'd like to have Tom with the name, image, likeness, because you don't think he can't get a player paid?
Okay, let me do this. So you don't get destroyed.
Okay.
Tom for name, image, and likeness. Vince for any transition into breakaway.
Yeah. I think that's fair. Yeah.
Vince has been a miracle. Like, think about it. He has been a miracle worker with, well, we're going to play sports. COVID year, streamline. Who do I need to get on the phone? We are going to have a conference call with all other ADs tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't listen. It's obvious NCAA doesn't have a plan. I think what he has done in the COVID restrictions, governor, mayor, city, protest, like the way he has managed the crises, right? I'll agree with you, you know what I'm saying, with because Tom could have handled some of the things a little better.
Yeah, I mean they're different guys.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Like, so I hate to compare.
Yeah. So what I'm doing is saying, in the name, image, likeness department, yes, I agree with you.
Like he can get dudes paid. Like I would be like, no, if I would be extra cocky with him in here, him and Rick, like, you're like, oh, dude, we're about to get everybody.
And he showed his business acumen.
Yeah. But
dealing with the university.
But yeah, like you say, man, I think that I think that this regime will do a good job at that. And the marketing. The marketing department is great. I mean, they just won awards. I mean, so
honorable mention.
And I
need that award next time.
love the stuff that they've been doing already with, like, remember the thing that come out with Tutu Atwell, and it was Lamar Jackson tweeting him, and it was like your brand. And I mean, so they're ahead of the game on this thing, man. Like they're ready to bring guys in and say, okay, this is how we're going to make you X amount of dollars.
Aggressive thinking, man.
Yeah, like that's a big deal, man.
Let's take our last commercial break. Middays with Marcus Maben on 939 DeVille.
Time is running out on the hottest financing deal of the year at Genesis Diamonds. You have until June 30th to take advantage of this, so don't waste time. Right now, pick any item at Genesis, pay nothing down, and spread your payments over 5 years without paying a dime in interest. All GIA certified diamonds are included, so it's a great time to celebrate your love and upgrade her diamond. Or surprise her for your anniversary with a stunning eternity band or designer necklace. You're going to get the best Genesis price and lock in 0 interest financing for 5 whole years with 0 down. If you've had your eye on something, now is the time to make the move, because this offer makes everything more affordable. An $8,000 tennis bracelet for just $134 a month. A $6,000 diamond pendant, just $100 a month. An opportunity like this doesn't come around often, so don't miss this. Genesis will even be open this Sunday for your convenience. 5 years, 0 interest financing with nothing down, now through June 30th. Only at Genesis Diamonds, Shelbyville Road Plaza, on approved credit.
Here's what you missed on The Drive with Mark Ennis.
The dilemma in not having depth at quarterback. I worry about him running the ball. We have seen Malik Cunningham get hurt being a crazed runner. I think he did anything wrong, but just get hurt in the running game before. And if you're not sure about your quarterback depth behind him, you might have to intentionally limit his role in the running game.
The Drive, weekdays 3 to 6 on 93.9 The Ville.
Hey everybody, Steve Rummage here. And if you have listened to 93.9 The Ville over the last few months, you know I've reminded you of 3 simple words. Call Josh Jarbo. Josh is a licensed realtor and owner of RE/MAX Alliance, and with the spring market heating up, he wants to make your home buying or selling process as efficient as possible by offering a guaranteed sale program and instant offers on commercial listings. And if that wasn't enough, up to $5,000 seller credit by mentioning you heard it right here. So don't wait any longer and contact Josh Jarbo at 502-216-7590 or joshjarbo@remax.net.
We are Louisville's hometown sports station. ESPN 680, 105.7, and 93.9 The Ville, with the most play-by-play of the biggest events, including the NCAA tournament and Final Four.
Wire-to-wire winner for the Baylor Bears.
The College Football National Championship.
The Crimson Tide will not be denied.
The NFL and Super Bowl 54.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are Super Bowl 55 champions, led by Tom Brady.
The NBA Finals.
The Lakers conquer the bubble.
The World Series.
The Los Angeles Dodgers have won the World Series.
And the Kentucky Derby.
And they're into the stretch.
Featuring exclusive coverage of the Triple Crown. Big game, big race, one place. ESPN 680, 105.7, and 93.9 The Ville.
Oh, shit. I need to get this package downtown by noon.
Don't worry. There's a brand new on-demand delivery service by Z-Trip. It's Z Shipping.
Are you shipping me?
No, we're shipping your packages.
For the quickest, affordable on-demand courier service, visit zshipping.com. zshipping.com. Let Z-Ship help you with your delivery needs. That's zshipping.com.
Focus has expanded its roster of flavors with 4 new big hitters. Crisp apple, mixed berry, cherry cola, and root beer add to Focus's already impressive roster of flavors.
Focus has been our go-to drink for years when it's time for a pick-me-up around the office.
Focus is a naturally energizing caffeinated sparkling water, so it's free of any of the bad stuff you find in sodas and energy drinks.
Go to drinkfocus.com to find the full lineup of flavors and get them delivered right to your door.
Focus, Phocus. Try it today.
I'm Ethan Moore.
And I'm Taylor Lynch.
Check out Louisville Sports Live, the city's longest running all U of L sports talk show, every Wednesday at 6 o'clock right here on 93.9 The Ville.
All the best local and national guests talking all things Louisville football, basketball, and recruiting.
Every Wednesday at 6 right here on 93.9 The Ville. And follow us on Twitter at Elville Sports without an O live.
And check out the website, LouisvilleSportsLive.net. Go Cards.
I'm former Louisville basketball player Luke Hancock. When the NCAA tried to take away the Most Outstanding Player Award from the 2013 tournament, I got it back thanks to Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is the personal injury firm that fights for the people, and their team treats clients like family. Morgan & Morgan changed my life, and if you've been injured in a car crash, at work, or in a slip and fall, they may be able to change yours. For a free consultation, dial # law on your cell phone. That's #529, offices Louisville.
Is your bedroom, sunroom, or room over the garage too hot in the summer? BJ Heating and Cooling, your local factory authorized Bryant dealer, has teamed up with Bryant Ductless Equipment, whatever it takes to make those uncomfortable rooms enjoyable again. Check out the Bryant mini splits. They're quiet, efficient, and they avoid the installation of bulky ductwork. Give BJ Heating and Cooling a call today to schedule your free estimate and get 0% financing for 60 months with approved credit. It's BJ Heating and Cooling, bjheatcool.com.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
Oh, nothing. I was laughing at your.
Okay, so Steve, where do we go from here?
I mean,
Trinity baseball, congratulations.
Yep.
State championship, Trinity. Sorry it took so long to get to that, guys. But yeah, definitely wanted to give a big shout out.
I want to make a correction on my Sports Center for the Trinity thing because his uncle texted me and I felt bad about it. But it's Corbin Dickerson, and I said Corbin Dixon in the Sports Center, and he's a junior. He went 3 for 4. I believe he had 4 RBIs in the game, and it was a pretty impressive performance. He's coming to Louisville after next season, but this year you're going to get Dalen Lyle as well, who's the Mr. Baseball.
He's not going to just reclass and come on
in.
Yeah, I know.
That's awesome. Okay, man.
Collins High School.
Also, Butler won the softball championship. I did
Congratulations,
see that.
Butler.
Yeah. So local schools taking some state championships. So I always like to see that. Yeah. So
Okay,
shout out to Butler softball.
Speaking of high school,
there's a big event this weekend at Collins High School over in Shelbyville. It was a lot of local talent.
Allegedly, it was awesome.
In-state talent. I am disappointed in myself that I didn't go over there once I got back in town because it wasn't too far, and I was like, man, it was. Caleb Glenn was there. George Washington III was there. Reed Shepard was there. Gabe Sisk, Maker Barr, like all the local big dogs were there playing.
All the coaches.
And apparently the coaches, yeah. So
you said your boy was in town. Juwan Howard.
Yeah, Juwan Howard was there. They said Coach Mack was there.
Tony
Bennett was there. A lot of people were out watching. So
I don't know. Okay, I need you to do this real quick, Steve.
Okay.
This has nothing. I mean, this exactly has something to do with what's going on here.
Okay.
But I want to know your stance on it.
Okay.
Cahill Fennell,
mm-hmm.
all black with the small cardinal bird.
Mm-hmm.
I think I need a bigger cardinal bird or some brighter red shoes or something.
I don't know, man. He's a good looking dude.
I'm talking about all of them because they all seem like they like wearing black too much. And I don't know if it stands out in a gym like this. This is how I'm feeling right now.
I don't know, man.
Are they capitalizing?
They're sharp dressed dudes, man. You got that bright red.
No, they don't have any bright red. They're wearing black with the bird, with the cardinal bird on.
The cardinal birds, that bright red on that black. Black has become, I mean, in especially Louisville football. I mean, like all the promo pieces they put out
in all the black
are in the black. Yeah. I mean, that's like Louisville's they were like the first blackout. They've kind of dominated the black color. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, this is ours, you know. And that black and red, I don't know, man. You got a sharp dress, Cahill Fennell comes in with that, you know what I'm saying? With that red cardinal bird on it, sharp black polo, black pants.
I'm going to have to look up some of the other coaches' garb. You know what I'm saying? Because I have to know, like, how am I going to get my guys to stand out in these gyms? Because they're back open and recruiting again.
Yeah.
Any suggestions on that?
Man, I mean, yeah, that's tough. Yeah, I mean, we can just text them, tell them you don't like what they're wearing to the.
Yeah,
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah,
see how that goes.
Yeah, I mean, maybe y'all need to wear red jackets.
Hey, Kenny Klein, this is Steve Rummage, Marcus Maven. We got you on speaker. I hope you don't mind. A little bit of a conference call here. I just want to know if you could relay the message to the coaches. We'd prefer that they wore red polos while recruiting. Yeah, I understand they brought in multiple top 12 classes. But something's just not right. So it's not sitting well with us. So if they could switch.
I mean, listen, one of the first things Coach Mack said, it's different when you're wearing a card logo when you go recruit. Right? Get a bigger logo or something.
Yeah.
It looked too small on your shirts.
Yeah. Listen, man. Texter says black is the new white.
You knew that one was coming? that one's one of the more predictable ones.
The black stands out. There are a lot of teams with red. I agree with that.
So-
Also, I interviewed George Washington III for a player profile for the company that I work for. Great kid. Well, that's interesting.
So you're comfortable and you're listening to the show?
Yeah.
Doing the player profile. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
Sorry. Recruiting class not going anywhere.
The texter says, Marcus, Steve, can you give some background as to why Mac hasn't offered DeJuan Wagner Jr.? There's too many local ties for me to say why we're not going to offer DeJuan Wagner Jr. People around here that I like and respect.
Did somebody ask that question?
But let me just tell you, we will not be offering DeJuan Wagner Jr. Not saying I wouldn't take him. Great player. It's a great player. Great player.
Wait, my kid played in that tournament. I agree. You couldn't tell. You couldn't really tell he was the U of L coach from a distance.
Okay. Okay. I can listen. I can be battled down on that. Texter that said he interviewed George Washington said, I live in Atlanta and listen every day.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Very cool. I love Atlanta.
Okay, but that's just extra complaining then.
I mean, no, apparently it's not. I mean, a couple people on the text line have said they agree with you. I mean, that's somebody who was at the event that said they couldn't. I mean, I would like to know when my guys walk into because it's not, I'm about to do it again. Coach Pitino could wear poop brown. And when he walked in, you were like, it's Rick Pitino. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know that we have that yet where we have a coach that walks in.
I don't know,
like,
man. I don't know. Coach Mack looks distinguished, Steve.
Yeah.
I think you know immediately when you see Coach Mack.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the bald head. I mean, yeah, that's fair. Okay.
Is there one other coach that looks like Coach Mack?
No.
That's the point.
No.
That's the point.
No.
Luke Murray was the closest thing to Coach Mack, and Coach Mack's what,
probably
6'4"?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Never mind then.
Yeah.
Forget what I said.
I know.
You keep on wearing your all black. Yep.
You do you.
I was just thinking about it. I was just going through it. Steve, bro.
Some people said I could pick Chris out of a crowd. By the way, after a great conversation with Coach Satterfield and Coach Bicknell, I'm proud to announce I'm 100 or 1,000% committed to the University of Louisville. I want to thank my coaches, teammates, teachers, and U of L football family. It's an amazing opportunity from Max Cabana, 3-star offensive lineman, 6'5", 278 pounds.
And when did this happen?
Just now. Kid they had on campus last week.
We picked up an offensive lineman.
We did.
A 6'5" offensive lineman.
We did.
Congratulations, gentlemen.
Yeah. Well done, fellas. Well done.
Coach Mack looks like a young. Well, the text line is coming. Well, just to make that point, man, Steve, I got to get this off my chest, and I shouldn't do this.
Okay.
But it's just been bothering me, and this is just the part of the show where things bother me. I just got to talk about it. Pete, could y'all please put your emotional ridiculousness to the side for a couple of seconds?
Okay.
Brian, Steve, I enjoyed the NBA basketball I watched over the the last couple of days or whatever. Let's say the last week.
Don't dare talk about Devin Booker.
Brian,
they're still coming after you on that one, dude.
Still?
They were
Get over it.
They were not happy about that, man.
I watched basically every star have something put by their name that people would use this. It's almost like the Louisville thing. There is no way that the Supreme Court, the way they're ruling against the NCAA, right?
Mm-hmm.
There is no way that cannot be a good thing. It's pointing out the idiocy, the insufficient, whatever.
Okay.
The negatives about the NCAA are getting pointed out one by one.
Mm-hmm.
And you dare to say, well, I think they're starting to realize that, that things have not been handled the right way in the NCAA. That's a positive thing, Steve.
Yeah.
There's no way that I can, but like you said, to say my case is getting better, and the only thing somebody's going to be stuck on is finding that one way to say, oh, look, Louisville you still have to be 100% down on Louisville. Like, you're not allowed to have a positive opinion on something bad happening with the NCAA. The NCAA is losing its legal ground step by step on what they're doing to these universities.
Sure.
You're going to hear that spun into, I need to find all the ways that that's not good news for Louisville.
Mm-hmm.
I need to remind them of something. I need to keep the emotions of Louisville in an angry state.
Yeah.
Steve, I watched the Clippers beat Utah in a game 7.
Or game 6.
Game 6, right? Without Kawhi Leonard. And in my brain, I couldn't help but to say, if LeBron was out for game 6 and Anthony Davis carried the team to a victory, you'd eliminate LeBron James from like your top 10 instantly.
Yeah, absolutely.
For Kawhi Leonard, he'll be back.
Yeah.
Time to take it home to championship. If LeBron came back that next game, in the next round, everything else is Anthony Davis. If LeBron came back and dominated the rest of the time, they would hold that game 6 against him.
Yeah.
If LeBron James shot an air ball free throw or got a 10-second call or 8-second call or whatever at the line in a pressure-filled situation like Greek Freak did, what would they do to LeBron?
Sure.
If LeBron airballed a game when they're talking about KD and the hour and the amount of minutes he played, and I'm like, y'all have been watching that for the last 13 years.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God. I mean, and don't get me wrong, I love all these players. I love all these other players except for Ben Simmons.
Okay.
But
what you see what Shaq said about him last night?
No, what he said? Wait, I was watching the night show. What did he say?
Shaq was like, if he was in the locker room with me, I would have knocked his what out.
Really?
Yeah.
Shaq just said I would have beat him up.
Yeah.
It's Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
For not shooting the ball?
Yeah, just for the way he played, and just the way he is. He's like, yeah.
I'd have beat him up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay, so I watched Kevin Durant. I mean, it was beautiful to hear Drew and Perrin complimenting KD on his performance. How much did he score? How much did Kevin Durant score?
It was 40 something. I'll look it up.
Yeah, it was up there, man.
Right, like let's just say 40, 43 and 44 and 6 and 10. I'm like, LeBron's been doing it for 13 years.
I don't think Kevin Durant hit a shot in overtime either.
If LeBron
was like 04, 05.
They'd use that to remove LeBron from the top 10, the Mount Rushmores. Right?
Yeah.
Wait, he did not say.
Did 48, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 1 block.
Yeah. LeBron has been doing that for the last 13 years.
Right.
Like, seriously.
It's like, that's awesome.
Who else? Ben Simmons, like, my God, like, if LeBron did a Ben Simmons, like, they'd kick him out the league.
Yeah.
They still holding LeBron's bad game against KG. It's like 3rd year in the league. Hey, remember Celtics? They beat him twice in a row.
Right.
Right. I was just sitting there thinking, like, please don't make this. And why was Skip Bayless bringing up LeBron James? Did you see that?
Yes.
Last night?
Hey, Brian, I sent a clip to your Twitter real quick. We'll see what we can play. I want Maven to hear this.
Yeah, I'm just like, we're gonna have to take it easy on our judgments on these players doing things. Trey was awesome too. Golly.
Yeah.
KD was 2 inches away. He got some long feet too.
From the game winner regulation. I know, man.
You seen that picture of his feet?
Yeah. He knew what he was doing. I mean, look, KD's awesome, man. He knew what he was doing, man, when he was. Good go. Okay, you play. This is Shaq.
What is incorrect about what he said?
If I play game 1 and 2 and I know I'm not helping my team out, what you think I'm gonna do in game 3? Don't take you 7 games to realize that. I don't want to hear that, man. I'm not going with that.
So what should he have said tonight?
I like what he said, but if you like, you can't say it don't take 7 games for you to know you are not playing right. Get right.
He
Get
can't.
right.
He can't.
You're not getting double teamed. Get right. Be aggressive. That's all I want. Just be aggressive. I don't want to hear all that. Stop that. Cut it out.
The Atlanta Hawks knocking off the Philadelphia 76ers.
He was in my locker room. I'd have knocked his ass out.
To 96.
Okay.
You do what?
I ain't laughing. What you mean, what?
He said he was in his locker room.
You do what?
I want to hear that, man. Get out of my face with that. Oh, I didn't.
I ain't mad at him. I know he would. I've heard the stories.
What?
Yeah, it's unacceptable. That's unacceptable.
Oh,
yeah,
my
what Ben
gosh.
Simmons has done is unacceptable.
Yes, Texter. That is what he said. Thank you. We know what we're talking
That's
about
funny.
every once in a while.
That is funny.
Yeah.
Speaking of unacceptable, guess what? I still got my dining room, Steve.
The washer and dryer. No, I know that. It's funny because I said, dude, this is gonna sit there for a long time.
How long? Listen, over under. Did you set a time over and under? Have you gambled with anybody over how long?
No, I haven't, but I thought about it myself. I was like, yeah, that's gonna sit there for a while.
I'm not gonna let it sit more than 72 hours.
From this point?
From this point. So somebody, I need you to help me win this bet. I have 72 hours. Yep. I have 72 hours.
I got them over there. So
I know.
Yeah.
Somebody that can hook it up. My washer and dryer. And all y'all who drive by my house and you know where I live and you honk, pull over the car and come help me move my damn dryer and wash it. Y'all know I need help. I mean, they will sit around, they will literally drive by. Hey, next time I'm gonna just point right in it. Y'all see me sitting on my porch. I'm waiting on you. Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
And you know where I live, and everybody got trucks, and I know you got a y'all take it. You know, you got a truck, which means I know you have a what do you call it? The trolley, the dolly thing. Yeah. I said trolley. Dolly. Yeah. You have a dolly. All you gotta do is take those two washer and dryer that's currently there, take it out, put these in, hook it up. I know y'all know how to do that. That's all you gotta do. Do it and just say you're good. Take and make those other ones disappear.
That's awesome, dude.
But yeah, so now I'm on a 72-hour clock. As soon as I get out of here, I'm making phone calls, and we got to get that done because I'm looking forward to using it.
Texter says, Steve, how'd you let that lady help you? Oh, that's still a thing. Are we still doing that, Texter? Are we still doing that, Texter?
You just looking. You don't just try to start something.
Yeah. Are we still doing that?
Man,
I thought, listen, it hurt me so bad. I went to Vegas for a week. Y'all still on that?
Again?
No, Ed, that is funny. I deserve all the criticism for that. She did too, man. Dude, she reached down, grabbed that thing, just like boom. I was like, oh,
you can feel the energy.
Shoot. Yeah.
you can feel them country strong in my neighborhood.
Dude, she wasn't playing. And I mean, she was not. She was
right, not squealing.
Nice looking lady, you know. And she was like, she wasn't playing, man. She was like, good thing.
Yeah, you just help.
I know. She did. She was like, you were telling her to stop. Like it felt like I was like, I mean, I'm not being inappropriate here, but I felt like I was getting like unwanted, you know. And she was like, no, I'm carrying it. I was like, okay, all right. She was boom.
I was trying to save your ego. Like, no, he doesn't need help.
The way she picked it up, I was like, okay, I need help. It's easier.
What load management?
Golly.
Again, congrats, Carlix Jones. Keep doing your thing. Trinity Baseball. Happy birthday, Tony Williams. Wash and dry. I'm on a 72-hour clock. I can't wait to see my boy David Johnson move up that draft board. I'm excited about that. What you got for lunch, Steve?
Well, I'm in prepping.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I shouldn't ask.
So I'm going home. I went to the grocery shop yesterday. Click listed.
You did?
I did.
For the pickup or delivery?
I pick up. So I did go pick it up.
I'm gonna try that.
It was pretty. It was pretty awesome, man.
When are you gonna try that, Marcus?
Yeah, it was pretty good, man. You just pull up there and they put it in the truck for you, and you just drive off.
Last time I went, I had somebody help put about 10 waters in my trunk. Yeah, I should have clicked this. How much is it? $5 for whatever?
No, it's free after like $35. You just got to spend. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you spend $35. You just go in there. It's
really?
Yeah. You pull out, gone.
Really?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Okay, when they tell you it's ready, how long do you have to go get it?
You set a time.
So
you say I'm going to go tomorrow in between 3 and 4.
Okay.
Or whatever.
So would you?
You can do it with Walmart too.
24 hours advance notice?
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to do it that way.
Yeah.
I mean, if they got times available, you can do it same day.
Oh, so they do have like just
yeah. I mean,
available slots.
But like we put together a list Saturday night, and we knew we had church, and we were going out with my parents, and we knew we'd be back in town.
God, I don't want to get so lazy
because I got the Springhurst Kroger is my new stomping grounds, so it's just right over there. So I'm
gonna get lazy.
Yeah, so it's awesome. Yeah, dude, shoot, man, go pick it up. And then you still got to take it in your house,
right?
Yeah. So I still had to take it.
Damn.
Yeah, no. Of course, the place we moved in, it's awesome, man. They got like shopping carts, a couple shopping carts, so that way you can put it in there and then you take it up to your room, just take it back. Yes. I was like, no, that's just like out of the whole place. The place is immaculate. The whole place. I told the guy, I was like, that's genius, man. He's like the architect of the building. He's put together. Yeah, he owns it, right? So he's put together all this stuff.
That's why they're saying don't screw up, man.